govern the way our society is run. They ensure a good community life and apply to everyone. But how do you determine what is a law and what is not? A law always starts out as a draft, which deals with issues people are concerned about and which need to be regulated. Draft laws may be submitted by members of Parliament. More often, however, they are proposed by the government, in which case they are called bills of law. Some laws come from legal acts of the European Union, also known as directives, which are transposed into national law. Let us consider an imaginary example. The government introduces a bill to improve road safety. The speed limit is to be only 30 kilometers per hour in future. Many people think this is a good idea. Pedestrians, above all, hope that roads will be safer and that there will be fewer accidents. Car drivers are somewhat less enthusiastic. They fear that it will take them longer to get from point A to point B, and that they run the risk of getting a speeding ticket. As soon as a bill is officially introduced, Parliament gets down to work. Not every member of Parliament is an expert in the field of road safety, and not every deputy can attend to all issues. This is why there are parliamentary committees. A committee will bring together a number of members of Parliament and examine the text very closely, point by point. The committee may accept the various proposals in the bill, but may also reject or change specific parts of it. If questions arise, or if certain matters are unclear, the members of Parliament may consult specialists. They also receive advice from the professional chambers and from organisations representing groups which could be directly or indirectly affected by the law, such as a drivers' association or a society concerned with victims of road traffic accidents. And, of course, the deputies also find out what the public thinks when citizens organise demonstrations, submit petitions, or simply talk about the issue publicly or on the internet. This may or may not lead to further changes to the bill. Then the Council of State comes into play. It reviews the bill primarily from a legal viewpoint, to ensure in particular that it does not conflict with other laws, the Constitution, or international treaties. No law can be enacted which would violate the principle that all men are equal, for instance. The completed text is then presented in a plenary session of Parliament. The members of Parliament will debate the bill and then vote. If more than half the deputies are present and more than half of them vote in favour, the law is passed. This is not the end of the process, however. The law must still be signed by the Grand Duke and co-signed by the relevant minister. He or she then becomes responsible for it. It is then published in the official Gazette and comes into effect. From this moment on, citizens have to follow the law. The relevant ministry has to put the law into practice. In our example, this means it must make sure that proper road signs are put in place and that everyone observes this law. Laws regulate the life of the community. They are designed to help citizens, and everyone can take part in the legislative process. The legislative process takes place in strictly regulated stages, and the utmost care is needed in drafting a bill, so it takes time for an idea to become law.